What's up, guys? We are back. I'm taking a look at both NBA and NFL player props in today's video. Yesterday was a massacre in the NBA for pretty much everybody. If you profited yesterday, shout out to you, man, because you might be a time traveler. But with that being said, let's bounce back and hopefully get some wins today over on prizepicks. If you guys are not already on prizepicks and you guys want to join, you can do so with the link down in my description below. And promo code DOMG get you a first time deposit match up to $100. We've been really hot with the NFL. Looking for that to continue today. It's kind of a weird slate of games this week with some teams being in contention, some not being in contention, some teams playing backups, kind of things like that. But I'm going to get into today's video. But before we do so, make sure you guys take a look over at the Dub Club. The Dub Club, if you don't know, is a messaging service that sends all of the entries that I make to you a couple of different ways. My prizepicks up tournament winnings are over $5,000, as you can see right here, $5,700. And I started prizepicks about 2 years ago with about $100 in my account, and now I'm up over $5,700. If you guys want to see my plays, you can get it with the link down in my description below. 25% off your first month of all access, or you guys can get $5 off your first month of only basketball player props. Both links are down in my description below. But my plays come for sites like prizepicks, underdog, parlay play, sleeper, and chalkboard. And you can get my plays sent to you through the Dub Club app, email, Telegram, or Discord. I send my plays out for a bunch of different sports, but mainly the NBA and the NFL. I've also sent my plays out to over 2.2 thousand subscribers. So if you guys want to join, the link to both offers are down in my description below. Two different special offers going on right now. So if you're interested in joining, now is one of the best times to do so. With that being said, though, let's hop in, hopefully get some winners. Just make sure you play responsibly and at your own risk. Give me a follow on Twitter at DMG Props, and also join the free Discord. Link is down in my description below. Let's get into it. First player prop I'm taking a look at here. We'll start with the NFL, then we'll dive into the NBA here. But NFL rushing yards, I like Najee Harris a lot today, over 62.5 rushing yards. I think it's a really nice spot here against Baltimore. First off, let's take a look at the matchup. So for Najee Harris here, he faces the Ravens today, who are without a lot of their starters, and because they already have the 1 seed locked up. But you see right here, the Ravens, they allow the 5th most rushing yards per attempt. So while they're not allowing too many rushing yards per game, at only 87.3, that's because the attempts are so low. Not too many teams are running the ball against Baltimore because they've been winning so many games. But what is the line today between the Ravens and the Steelers? The Steelers are favored by 3 points. They are expected to win this game here against the Ravens. So with them hopefully being in the lead, the Steelers hopefully being in the lead, at least it being a tight, contested game, I expect Najee Harris to see, probably 15 or 16 rushing attempts. I think he can get it done if he averages like 4.5 yards per carry. You can see what he's done this year, by the way. His yards per carry this year is about 3.9 on average. So it's pretty solid. I mean, for Najee Harris especially, he's usually a guy that doesn't average too many yards per carry. But he's been very, very good this year, surprisingly. But he's over this in 8 out of 16 games so far this year. He's only over in 8 of those 16, 50% of games. But how about in games where the Steelers win? He's over in 6 out of 9, including 5 straight games. I'm not saying the Steelers will necessarily win this game. It's a 3-point spread. They are expected to. They're like a minus 166 or something like that on TK. So the Steelers are pretty heavy favorites a little bit, but that doesn't mean the Steelers are a lock to win here, especially against the Ravens here. It's still a very, very well-coached team. But you also take a look at how he's been on the road. He's been a little bit better, over in 4 out of 7 so far this year. But really why I like this prop so much is going to be his yards per attempt and also what the Ravens are allowing. With this game expected to stay close, or at least the Steelers even winning this game. And I just think that they should be able to run the ball pretty well against this team that's allowed 4.5 yards per attempt. So I think it should be a really nice spot here for Najee Harris. I like his rushing yards there, over 62.5. Moving on to player prop number 2, we're heading over to the NBA, actually the NBA first half category, and we're going to run it back from yesterday. He's on 0 days of rest, but I do not care. It's Jason Tatum, over 21 first half PRA. He came through last night pretty huge. He dropped 33 first half PRA. He covered his first half PRA yesterday with just his points. So, I mean, I expect him to do the same here against the Pacers, who are a fast-paced team. And he is on 0 days of rest, but that has been actually very, very good for Jason Tatum. Because take a look at how he's been this year. He's over in 62% of games so far this year at that 21 first half PRA mark with a couple pushes, 3 pushes. I will say he's a little bit worse when he's on the road. So on the road, though, he's only over in 50% of games, so that's something to kind of take into account. But he's been very good with 0 days of rest. He's over in all 3 games this year with 0 days of rest. That's even against a tough team like Toronto, and you can make the case that Orlando was a tougher matchup as well. But he's also over in 10 out of 12 between these last 2 seasons. He's only missed us twice in the last 2 seasons when on 0 days of rest. You also take a look at how he's been on Saturdays. If that's something you guys want to dive into, he's been pretty good on Saturdays. But also, how has he been against the Pacers in the past? This season against the Pacers, he's had 31 and 26 against them. So with him being so good on 0 days of rest, with him being successful against Indiana this year, and with them just being a fast-paced team overall, I expect Jason Tatum to succeed in the first half and yet again go over his first half PRA. So I'm really liking Tatum right there over that first half PRA. You can also go fantasy score as well here. It's at 23.5. I put him over 23 yesterday as well in a 5 flex, but I do think that's a pretty solid spot as well. If he were to bump to like 21.5, I would probably move to the fantasy score right there. But overall, it's going to be a pretty quick video for me today, guys. I mean, that's pretty much it. If you guys want to join PrizePicks, like I said, you can do so with the link down in my description below. Make sure you guys check out the Dub Club. You guys can see even more from me. We've been getting some winners. We've only had one losing day, which was yesterday, so far this year in 2024. But, so we've been killing it for, man. If you guys want to join, you can do so with the link down in my description below, like I've been saying. But also on top of that, we are not done quite yet, because I want to show you guys right now the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer and the Correlation Tool. Especially the Correlation Tool here. Let's talk about a little bit about the Correlation Tool here. This tool is up 803.2 units since August 18th. That's up, that's insane, man. It's like been like 5 months and they're up 800 units. Crazy. But what this tool does is it finds correlated plays. So for example, take a look at a PrizePicks play here. If it's on the board here, PrizePicks here, that's an NHL game. I kind of want to find NFL here. There you go, the Bears and the Packers game here. So it's just giving you straight up an entry on PrizePicks to lock in if you're interested in it. So if it just finds correlated plays. So for example, if this Bears-Packers game is high scoring, there's going to be a lot of offense involved. And if Jordan Love goes over his passing yards, that's going to equate to Romeo Doubs getting some receiving yards there. Justin Fields go over his passing yards, it's going to equate to DJ Moore getting some of those receiving yards more than likely. So that's kind of what the correlation tool does. It finds correlated plays that way and tries to capitalize on hitting a 6 for 6 rather than just getting like throwing a bunch of random players in and getting like a 3 out of 6, for example. So it's kind of what the correlation tool does. It finds correlated plays. If you want to get this tool for yourself, click on DFS Correlation with the link down my description below and use promo code DOMG because that will get you 25% off, and you're going to want that because this tool is definitely on the more expensive side. But if something that you guys can afford and something that you're interested in, you can do so with the link down in the description below, and make sure you guys use that promo code DOMG. There's also an optimizer that I recommend taking a look at as well. It's sold separately along with two other tools here. There's 3 tools wrapped into one. That's the optimizer there in the fantasy bundle. I recommend this tool as well. It's a little bit on the cheaper side compared to the other tool, and there's 3 tools involved in it. And it just finds expected value plays here for you guys on PrizePicks. So I absolutely love that tool as well. But that's pretty much gonna do it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys hopefully in tomorrow's video. Best luck, and hopefully end up catching out some winners. Hopefully it's a better day than it was yesterday for a lot of people. Let me know if you guys were profitable yesterday, because I definitely was not. I took an L yesterday. But hoping to bounce back today. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys hopefully in the next one. Peace out. Best of luck.